Hello everyone, it's Eris. Yo. Hello. I'm doing a bit better than last week. Or than last stream, I guess. Hope everyone else is doing decent. Had a lot this week. We're kind of worried it would be. I mean, our birthday was a couple days ago. It was on Monday. And we've been worried that we wouldn't really end up doing anything, and we just sort of sit around feeling shitty, but we did not. On Sunday, we went to, or Ram went to a, like an LGBT meetup picnic. Okay, I haven't celebrated mine for ages. Ours is just like, it kind of became a thing for old Eris to try her absolute hardest to have a good birthday, because like historically her birthdays were total garbage filled with really shitty people. We have less like history and reason to do that, but we still want to make the birthdays good. I'm 32. People say when you hit 30 it starts going downhill, but I haven't seen that yet. Maybe a bit creakier of a back, but our gray hairs have been pretty static for like the last 6 or 7 years. Queer picnic, 'twas peak. Yeah, it was really, really good. Ram had a good time talking to people. She was really anxious at first. Actually, she was really anxious throughout, but she's naturally social and got her social fix. And also saw some titties. 3 of the people came there without shirts on. And they had pretty nice tits. You know, that's just a thing in Seattle, I guess. She was pretty dumbfounded, to be honest. It was like, didn't expect this today. Long time no see. Hope you're doing well. We've been doing kind of shit, but we're doing a lot better. Oh, like tits, best tits. 29 and my knees are in need of oil. You also like constantly exercise. Like that's good for you in certain ways and bad for you in others. You're overworking your body, man. you got a job and you exercise like crazy. I mean, I sit down most of the day, which also really isn't good. But I'm at least eating a lot healthier for the most part. My job is sitting down for 8 hours. Yeah, see, you've got both of them. You've got the sitting down for extended periods of time and the exercising a ridiculous amount. I mean, exercising is definitely better than just sitting around. But, you know, your body still wears out over time if you overuse it. That's why people have to retire from doing, like, basketball after they're, like, 30. It's because their knees just get too fucked up to continue. Speaking of exercising, I had fight camp. 6 1.5-hour sessions of exercise and 3 1.5-hour spars. That sounds pretty fun, honestly. I'm not, like, able to, or, well, I guess I don't know if I'm able anymore. I don't have the inclination to do constant exercise. We want to get into consistently exercising, but not nearly to the degree that you do. But we could see ourselves, or I could see myself doing something like that. 3 times a day, never mind. 3 sweaty men in a small room. 3 times a day. Sorry, hold on. 6, 1.5 hours of session of exercise and 3. Okay, so it's two exercise and 1 spar. Wait, hold on. Sorry, how much were you doing this? Did you give me like 3 times a day? Sorry, is that the entire 6 and 3 times a day, or is it 2 of the exercise and 1 of the spar for 3 days? Okay, so was it that then? One day, 2 exercises, 1 spar. Okie dokie. That sounds intense. 4.5 hours of activity a day. Like, intense activity. Math warning. I feel like it constantly... If I played RuneScape, if I continued playing RuneScape, I'd have to give a math warning every single stream. I may have to do that for this stream with Dark Souls. Actually, Sophia spent a bunch of time, like, theory crafting a build. She meticulously went through each of the classes and, like, gave them positive scores for all their stats and soul levels, to compare them to see what would be good for the build she was making. It was pretty, like, way more in depth than I usually go. I'm just like, yeah, this class seems like they don't have too much stat waste. She went through and, like, graded them all with, like, a consistent scoring system. My elbows were fucked. Yeah, I can imagine. Alright, let's see. I've got a decent amount of stuff to talk about. I was called Diesel by a spar mate. Alright. You got a Mad Max name out of it. Cool. Alright, so the picnic. There was the titties. They had like a clothing swap. So we just got a free dress. I mean, we haven't actually tried it on. It was like we tried it on when to make sure it fit at the picnic, but it was like over our clothes, so we couldn't really tell properly. I think it's gonna be a little bit tight, but we're trying to lose weight anyways, so it'll be an additional reason to. And someone made a like the host of the thing made I don't remember what it's called, but it's like a Hawaiian spam and rice dish. It's like a little spam and rice package, like a piece of spam on top of like rice stuck together and like filled with tasty stuff, covered in a sauce. It was really fucking good. And now we want to make some of that. And there also happened to be a farmer's market at the same time and place. On top of there being a farmer's market and them all taking EBT here, they had a special thing, like a for a whole bunch of for a whole bunch of different farmers markets, you can like exchange EBT. You get twice the amount of money back. You get like half of it that you can spend on fresh produce, and then the other half you can spend on anything food, which is just fucking insane, considering like a lot of the stuff there was a lot more expensive than in stores, because go figure, it's like small producers. However, when we take into account the double money we get out of EBT, it's actually quite a bit cheaper. For a lot of things anyways. I think the cheese is still about the same. But it's pretty fucking awesome. Also, they give you like these wooden tokens that are really satisfying to carry around. Just have a pocket full of tokens. It makes me a little bit sad that we don't just have like giant coins that we use. Paper money's so bland compared to fucking jingling coins. Anyways, bought a bunch of produce and this like mango lemonade that was fucking delicious. And now another thing we want to make, mango lemonade. It was pretty expensive. It was like $10 for a package, which was, I don't know how much it was. It was pretty expensive, but we could make it for fucking pennies. Now that we know how delicious that is, holy shit. Buy some yummy asparagus. I did not, although there was a lot of asparagus there. We don't know what to do with asparagus. We got romaine lettuce, scallions, radishes, several different kinds of tomatoes. These little like clusters of mushrooms that are like orange and like speckled on top. They're pretty like cute mushrooms. A lot of the mushrooms were really interesting to look at. There was like a mushroom dealer. But just looking at them was really fun. It's in season, so it's everywhere. Okie doke. Actually, we're gonna be going to another farmer's market elsewhere on Saturday. Since those tokens and like tickets that they give you, there's like tickets that they give you for the produce, and then tokens for everything else. They're able to be used at that other farmer's market. It'll also be an opportunity to get to the university, which we've been meaning to for a while. So apparently it's just a really nice place to hang out and walk around. And also near some beaches, which we want to check out. Because we're planning on swimming soonish. Don't know exactly when, but sometime within the next month, probably. Actually, this weekend, instead of doing the picnic, they were going to a nude beach. I felt like we feel like that's a little bit too stimulating for us right now. Ram was like, she had a good time, but just once it got to the point where there were more than like 10 people talking at a time, her brain got scrambled really bad, and we had to leave. We walked around. Rose came out. Rose is just, we made her good, I guess. she's pretty natural when it comes to walking around and talking with people. She doesn't have like any mental hang-ups related to it. She's really enthusiastic to walk around and like buy produce and stuff. I'm going to a nude beach in late June. Hope you have fun. Next picnic at the park will be on the first beginning of Pride. Curious how it'll be. Oh yeah. Might be a whole lot of other people with their titties out. I wonder if there's gonna be a farmer's market then. Because if that's the case, it might be big. Because, you know, a bunch of people. You have the farmer's market on Saturday. Yeah, I just said that. Should be, but probably the same size. Well, we'll see, I guess. Yeah, Rose is, she's got a lot of energy. I think it's basically, I think we're just so used to fighting against our own emotions that we're like frequently drained of energy, and she very much doesn't fight against her own emotions. Things are a lot easier for her because she just sort of does them without thinking. I mean, we sort of made her like that, but we weren't sure how it would come out, like what sort of effects it would have, since we haven't really experienced that. Now that we're experiencing it, realizing it's in most situations vastly superior to how we've been doing it. Go figure. Not constantly thinking about everything helps you do things. Oh yeah, by the way, if you didn't see it, the kink of the day is shark boys and girls. And here's the Discord if you want to post them. Alright, Darthius, get the fuck out of here, you little bitch. What else? I mean, I think that's everything for the farmer's market and picnic. Like the shark tooth cuties. I agree. Shark teeth are great. Girls with natural weapons really tickle my fancy. And okay, so our birthday, basically we plan to smoke like a DMT weed mixture that we've had sitting in the closet for I don't know how long, like probably more than 6 months at this point, but we haven't really considered it because of the fact that it's mixed. I didn't want to get overwhelmed like a psychedelic and weed, because weed affect psychedelics pretty strongly. Finally decided to try it. Didn't get anywhere near a breakthrough dose, probably, anyways. I don't think we did. And probably won't with the weed, because our tolerance is way down. However, it was enough. Psychedelics are psychedelics. It was enough to help us work through a lot of shit. I feel like I'm more me, I guess. I was able to open up a lot emotionally, and I feel less inhibited, less worried about like doing the wrong shit. It was actually very easy for me to start stream today. It may have taken a bit, but it wasn't like me preparing the entire time. It was It actually took like a half an hour for me to get prepared, and we were just doing other shit. Raph and Raz were hanging out and eating salad. Unfortunately, the sauce we have is not the greatest. It's very mayonnaisey. Also, the sheep cheese, the feta, which is sheep cheese, it tastes like this brand we get. It tastes different every time, which is fair enough. It's like, I think it's small batches, and it's feta. It just means it's probably like fucking not a big company. It tastes different every time, which is interesting. This time it tastes a lot more goaty. Like it's sheep milk. And sheep and goats are pretty similar. But I've just never had feta that tastes like that. Or we've never had feta that tastes like that. I'm not a big fan of goat cheese. Or goat anything. But just a little bit of the bitterness actually tastes pretty good. Everybody says goat cheese is good. I don't like it. Maybe my tastes have changed. I haven't had it in a long time, but there's also plenty of other people in my head who'll probably have different opinions on it. Imagine if you changed one letter of feta and this discussion would be so funny. Which one? Fuda cheese? It's just the like things made out of goat materials. Goat materials. I don't know, goat just tastes so fucking gamey. Like unbearably gamey. Everything that's made, like everything that comes from a goat tastes like that too. It's an unmistakable goat flavor. Goat curry, not a fan. I don't like goat meat. I've had goat jerky, I've had goat curry, had plenty of goat cheese. I haven't had goat milk, funny enough. Those aren't popular here. Where are you from? I mean, goats aren't popular here either, but I'm in the US. Ontario, Canada, alrighty. Basically anything that isn't cow, pig, or chicken it confuses American taste sensibilities. That said, you can get basically anything if you happen to just go to a random butcher's shop in the middle of it, like in the back of an alley. I have my own chickens. That's pretty cool. Actually, Primal's mom got us all a bunch of stuff from Costco, including, like, I think it was 2 dozen eggs. Eggs are pretty expensive at this point. Actually, that's another thing. The eggs at the farmer's market were probably a similar price to the ones in stores. However, with the double EBT, EBT's food stamps, by the way, for those of you who don't know, with the double food stamp money, they're half the price. So I guess we're getting eggs at the farmer's market now. Might get some bits of chicken fetuses in them, but I'll just be the one to eat those. I think Raz has a lot weaker of a stomach when it comes to that sort of stuff. I'm like, yeah, I'd eat at a roadkill restaurant. I know that basically anything made by RAF is gonna taste good. If it tastes good, I don't care where it comes from. For me, it's for me, the only thing I really care about is it dangerous? So like, if I, you know that like one cheese that's filled with like live worms and stuff, if that were not dangerous, I would totally eat it. Or live maggots. Maggot! Uh, if it weren't dangerous, I would eat it. But, you know, it fills your guts with worms. And they keep on living. The sorts of things people eat, Jesus Christ. And then, like, okay, so you know those, like, blah blah blah, this food contains shit that's known by the state of California to cause cancer, that shit? Sort of learned more about that warning when we got some fish sauce, and I did some research on the fish sauce, because it said, you know, cancer warning. I was like, oh, that's concerning. Then I looked it up and I was like, oh, actually this is a valid cancer warning. It's like a significantly higher rate of liver and gastrointestinal cancers when you consistently eat fish sauce. However, most of the cancer warnings that are on like Asian foods are just bullshit. Apparently they just slap them on there. Like, a lot of companies just slap them on everything they have because they don't want to deal with the fines if they don't happen to catch something. So it's less than useless, basically. Pooping worms doesn't sound like a good time. Yeah, that's most of human history. Thank goodness we don't have worms as much anymore, as there are plenty of countries with a lot of worms, but funny enough, I apparently you're like, our immune systems are so strong because of our propensity to get worms as a species. Like, it needed to be strong to fight significantly larger things than viruses and bacteria. That's why so much of it is geared towards fighting parasites. And why it goes haywire a lot. Because it's like, it basically trains up on little shit. And in lieu of actual things to fight, it starts sort of fighting itself. It starts causing inflammation all over the place, and like the less energy you expend on exercise and other things that like keep you in shape, the more energy is expended on your immune system, which is pretty fucked up, considering like if your immune system starts to get a little bit too strong, it will kill you. It will just straight up do horrible shit to you. It'll give you arthritis. It'll give you fucking gout, I think. It'll cause brain inflammation and expedite shit like Alzheimer's. And then the obvious things, allergies. Developing allergies out of nowhere because your immune system's just trying too hard. Consider, however, that it's worth it for the no, look. I'm not gonna eat something that's gonna fill my guts with worms just because it tastes good. That's the one line I draw is, if it's dangerous, I'm not gonna eat it. If I can be assured that it's not dangerous, no matter what it is, I will eat it. I feel like aspartame is like that. Just don't drink 4 liters of Coke a day. Yeah, aspartame doesn't have like. Okay, the badness of aspartame is greatly over exaggerated. The only serious issue that aspartame causes over other artificial sweeteners is that if it's heated up, it increases your seizure threshold. So if you're already prone to seizures and you heat it up, if you put it in like coffee or something, then it can increase your likelihood of seizures. Otherwise, it's basically as bad as all the others, which are similarly bad to sugar. Why eat some junk food after my gym? It's a nice font. I gotta keep that bitch in check. That doesn't help your immune system. That's why drink, keep the immune system down. Yeah, I have psoriasis, so my immune system's a little bit too active. This exercising would probably help with our psoriasis. Like, fuck, you exercise way, like, more than enough. I just thought of something. The expression "healthy as a horse" is just such a terrible expression. Like, horses are famously unhealthy. They'll die from basically anything. That's why so many like injuries will like a horse will need to be put down because they'll just die anyways. They'll just die in more pain. They break a leg, they can't regenerate that. They get a stomach disease, they'll just croak. They eat the wrong grass, fucking dead. They'll shit themselves to death. No wonder horses are so fucking terrified of everything. It's like when you get a bad bug bite and it'll kill you. Of course it makes sense to be terrified of everything. Okay, so a few more things. We're structuring our life a lot more. One of the things we're starting with is me streaming Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I mean, this is the first bit of it. Monday was our birthday, so and Tuesday we were recovering. We're thinking about streaming Tuesday, but the trip, despite not being like nearly as intense as DMP trips can be, it was very impactful and drained us of a lot of energy. So we needed cool down after that. So I will be streaming on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and I'm pretty sure I'll be able to keep to that schedule relatively easily. Happy belated birthday, Eee! It was really good. It helped me work through a lot of shit. And Rose fucked the hell out of me, so that was fun too. Rose has been just incredibly helpful for So you're without sin now? What the hell are you talking about? My sin level has drastically increased over the last few days. But yeah, Rose has been shockingly adaptive. She's been able to, like, basically, when we hang out, when her and someone else hangs out, she kind of, like, burrows into what the issues are with them, like, whatever issues they're dealing with. It's like she can sort of feel and put into words the things that we can't. she's a lot better at pinpointing issues and then figuring out how to address them. She thinks in a very like structured way, and it's helpful for all of us who think in very unstructured, chaotic ways. All sinful here. Nuh-uh, I got a pardon from the church. That doesn't mean you're not sinful, it just means you've been absolved of sin up to that point. You know, if you kill a man and go into church and you ask for forgiveness, God will accept you back into heaven. See, all you really need to do to get around God's rules is if you want to get butt fucked, just get butt fucked, and then you go into church and you confess that you've gotten butt fucked, and that satisfies the few fetishes and also absolves you of sin. Used to make you pay for that, yeah. That's true. You have to pay for what the fuck is it called? There's a specific term for it. Indulgences. Yeah, hey, you said it almost the same time. Church gotta make their fat stacks somehow. You know, to buy the Pope more rings and hats. Or more gems and jewels for his hat. Hey Arthas. Howdy. Taller hats. More pious hats. Hats that allow for more like God rays to be beamed into their head. I hope you're doing okay, Arthas. Yeah, the hat's just a god antenna. all the gems and like metals are for like channeling the god rays into the Pope's mind. One SpongeBob episode? What? It's a long story. Honestly, I'm doing the best I can. Well, that's better than not doing the best you can. So I hope that's decent. SpongeBob had a radio under a hat. Yeah, I don't fucking remember. SpongeBob radio hat images. SpongeBob radio hat. Oh, it's the driving test one. Okay. Yeah, I remember. I remember now. Oh yeah, so Rose has been helping us, like, sort through and organize our life, and helping us divide up our efforts to things that we're more able to do. So for me, basically, I'm gonna be focusing primarily on streaming. I don't know how much that's gonna extend into, like, stream-related stuff. I don't think I'm very good at the stream-related stuff. Raz may take care of that, but we're not sure. She has to sort through her own shit. Ram is gonna be doing all of the dream recording, and a lot of the like more whole system brain work, so triggers and things like that. Before she was taking on the dream recording for herself, and then everyone else was like, she was doing most of it still because she's really into it, but everyone else was recording their own dreams. Now she's gonna be recording everyone's dreams, and it'll just be a like daily ritual. Wake up, record dreams immediately. Every time I come in, you have another person in your head, Lord. Well, we've been talking about the new person for months at this point. Librarian. And also, that's not true at all. It's been like 6 or so months since we had a new person in our head. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I could do I was thinking earlier that I could do a redeem to read a dream redeem. I could just make that right now. I mean, it's like reading a full dream will take a while, so that should probably be a decently expensive one. Maybe like 10k. How much does 10k take to get? Every time I gotta head out now. Good luck, SE. I hope you feel decent and can work through shit. And have a good day. Is this just jealous? They can't be in your head orally. What do you... You're saying Arthas wants to suck our dick? Is that what you're trying to say? Maybe Raph's. Definitely Raph's. Oh. Okay, well, still Raph. Actually, speaking of Raph, she's probably gonna be coming out to play Dark Souls. The build that Sophia worked on it. Something that I wouldn't have thought of for sure. She made a character based on Buzz Lightyear. Called Buzz Light Spear. It's gonna be a faith build. She tried to do Buzz Lightning Spear, but not enough characters. So it's gonna be a big tanky faith build. She put in like 2 or 3 hours of work just getting the basics of the build laid out and doing the face and everything. And then the game crashed before Udex Gundyr. So hopefully it doesn't crash. I restarted the computer beforehand and shut down extraneous programs, so hopefully that'll be fine. But you know, Chrome eats up a lot of memory. If it crashes, then we'll get back on and play some Quasimorph instead. We've been playing basically nothing since the last stream, trying to clear our head for the DMT. Actually, speaking of that, Raz is going to be smoking it tomorrow and working through a whole bunch of shit. She's gonna be smoking it with like Rose to act as a guide to help her through like processing her thoughts and emotions. And I have a feeling it's gonna help her a lot. She's had a lot of emotional blockages, and it's made it really hard to act and really hard to even understand how to act. It, like, she sort of subconsciously represses things and then, like, ends up not coming out or doing anything, and it's hard to address because she's not coming out and doing anything, you know? It's kind of up to us to recognize that it's happening and make her aware of it. Try to give her opportunities to come out and do stuff. or force her to. Oh yeah, Raph is gonna be dealing with most of the cooking. I'll be cooking a bit too, but Rose is, she's really good at making Raph feel appreciated for it too. But like me and Raz both have like really wandery minds, and when we try to like be there for each other or for Raph, like invariably all of us end up scatterbrained. Like, it doesn't mean it doesn't work, but it's hard to do consistently because it takes so much focus. And Rose seems to be really good at it. Really good at making each of us feel appreciated for what we're doing. And Raph has been feeling... she's been having a hard time coming out too. Because she doesn't really feel like people are relying on her a lot. She likes to be relied on. And well, it's gonna be her job to keep us fed. She's good at cooking. She likes cooking, and she really likes it when people enjoy her cooking. So that's gonna be her big job. Not really sure what Sophia's gonna be doing, but she's working on that on her own. She's thinking very strongly about remaking herself, but as we've said before, that's kind of a weird path. Like, me and Raz aren't the same people as old Raz and Eris. The remaking is really more like a making a new one and then going to sleep permanently. It's kind of a sad way to do it. Oh yeah, Josie, actually haven't looked at any of the stuff you sent. We will look at that over the course of the week. We got an appointment for HRT in 3.5 months, so it's not actually that long. We thought it would be longer than that, but still, it's probably going to be good to look for other ways if we can get it faster. I really appreciate you sending that stuff to us. We just haven't gotten around to looking at it yet. Last week has been pretty busy and pretty emotional. Actually, someone else came out with a bunch of info too. Said they watched our VOD and had like experience with DIY stuff, and could potentially help with it. Although I feel like if we have a surefire appointment, probably don't want to do DIY stuff. And they said the appointment. Oh, they'll get back to us if we have any cancellations as well. So we'll keep on top of, like, I guess, asking Primal about that. since it's his phone. I'm saying a lot. I don't think I have as much of an issue with that as old Eris did. It still annoys me a little bit when I notice it, and I try to avoid doing it. I just keep drifting back into it, though. Oh yeah, they said after the initial appointment that there would be 2 weeks that they would get an I would get another appointment within 2 weeks, and that would be the one where I got the hormones. So we have a very solid time frame, which is a lot better than before when we were trying, or when I was trying to get it, or when Old Eris was trying to get it, I guess. She had to wait like it was a lot of different appointments, and then an informed consent appointment, which took ages. I don't know how long exactly, but I think it was 5 or 6 months. And it was also across town in Portland, so she had to take like 2 hours of bus rides to get there and then back. And then sat in the waiting room for quite a while too. It was a big, irritating process. I think it'll be a lot smoother this time, though. Add in 5 minutes, a heads up. The last couple of things this week, I made Hayashi rice. It was like the seasoning was from, or the sauce was from like a pre-made thing, but chopped up onions, beef, and those mushrooms we got at the farmer's market. It was pretty damn good. I think it's a little bit I wouldn't say bland, but not very super flavorful, but the others liked it for different reasons. I was the one who made it. And the others ended up liking it quite a bit. I wouldn't say I'm disappointed with it, but it's definitely not my first choice. Hey DL, how's everyone doing? We're doing a lot better. Especially me, and actually Raz is doing quite a bit better too. I feel like all of us are doing better. And maybe Sophia. Sophia's been kind of in her own head a lot. But everything's getting better. And I smoked DMT for the first time. And we're gonna smoke it tomorrow too. Or Raz is. Yay, psychedelics. They are really helpful if you use them to help. Oh yeah, the last thing is, we watched through the first season of Fate Zero. First season and a few episodes of Fate Zero. I'm gonna continue watching that, but liking it quite a lot. It started off really slow, but the characterization is very, very good. It's definitely a rough show. Like, it feels like it didn't have a very high budget. Almost all of the budget has gone into very specific things. So, like, you'd expect the action in Fate to be top tier, but it's actually kind of it's okay. It's not the greatest. But I mean, the character, it's just a huge amount of fantastic character development. Okay, the ad's gonna play. I'm gonna go take a piss real quick and come back and start playing Dark Souls. Hey Susan, what up? Okay, be right back. Okay, I'm back. I think the ad's right about to start though. Well, I can boot up Dark Souls. Yo, what up? What up, Artisan? Welcome back. Alright, hopefully, computer doesn't crash, but if it does, we'll come back and play Quasimorph. We'll reboot. We will be back, so don't worry. If it crashes, you know what happened. Computer sucks ass, and we in our hubris tried to play Dark Souls. It's sad I missed your group's last stream. Well, we're gonna be streaming 3 days a week from now on, so there'll be plenty more. Alright. Dark Souls. I'm doing a and Sophia put a lot of effort into making this build, but I'm laughing every time I think about it. It's a Buzz Lightyear cosplay. Oh shit. Okay, well, no, my monitor just went wonky. It was like, oh no, did it crash already? Jesus Christ. Okay, let me okay. Get small head. Right. Gotta change it. Like, you can't use the like Windows direction key to switch it to your other monitor, which is irritating. So I gotta take it into windowed mode, drag it over to the other monitor, then put it in full screen. There we go. And let's turn down the graphics to make sure there's no fuckiness. Well, that's what I would say if the graphics weren't already on the lowest they could be. Cool. Yeah, my computer's just fucked, isn't it? God fucking damn it. Does that mean unarmed? No. No, I mean it's a cosplay, but it's not gonna be. Wait, hold on, he uses like fucking blasters and shit, doesn't he? One more down. We're doing it's a faith build. So we're gonna be launching lightning bolts and shit. Heavy armor, faith build. Not sure if we're gonna go with strength or dex, but we're gonna go with some sort of big chunky weapon, or maybe just fists. We could use like Kestis or something. Let me switch to different knee face after I turn myself away from the edge, because it likes, I don't know what's up with that, but it likes to render things really weirdly in this specific area, and also the untended graves, which is identical to this area. Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, my face tracking software is wigging out too. Weird. Wait. Come on, click the button. There we go. Cultured? What, faith build? Okay, well, let's just try to get out of this area ASAP. This is a stupid fucking face. It's not easy to, okay, I shouldn't be looking that way. It's not easy to make his face half decent. Oh god, that was a terrible jump. Fire bombs down there, I could get those. I'd rather just stay as little time in this area as possible.